श्री राम जय जय राम।
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 श्री राम जय जय राम। रामचंद्र आए, श्री रामचंद्र आए, श्री रामचंद्र आए, श्री रामचंद्र आए। बोलो
श्री रामचंद्र आए।
Everyone, तालियां, clap your hands.
श्री रामचंद्र आए। श्री रामचंद्र आए।
श्री रामचंद्र आए, 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 श्री रामचंद्र आए। पितापति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। Switch the slides, go back to them. For those of us who are here regularly, you will know that we haven't chanted that dhoon for quite some time. But this morning I was reminded of that dhoon. I've forgotten for quite some time because this person has not been with us that long and they've come this morning. And by seeing them, immediately I remember this dhoon and it brings great memories. To those of you who are visiting after being away for a long time, it is so happy and so good to see all of you. Though count pehle baar aaye hai, who's here for the first time on a Sunday morning? Put your hands up. Who's here for the first time this year on a Sunday morning? Put your hands up, please. Talia, give them a wonderful welcome. We join together as we continue with puja into the lingam. What's happening here? We chant the Shiva Manas Stotra. Ratne kalpitamasanam Vibhushitam Mrigamada Modakitam Chandanam Jati Champakavilapatra Rachitam Pushpam Chadupam Tata Deepam Devayani Pashupate
Atkalpitam Grehama
Savareno Navaratna Kandarachite Patre Gritam Payasam Bhakshayam Panchavidam Payo Dadiyutam Rambapalam Panakram Shakanam Hayutam Jalam Ruchikaram
Karpurakandojalam
Tambulam Manasamaya Virichitam भक्त्या प्रभो स्वीकुरु करचरण कृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणेनं जन्वा मानसं वा पराधं विहितं विहितं सर्वमेतत्क्षमस्व जय जय करुणाब्धिं श्री महादेव शंभो
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय
धनी सा धनी सा गम गम ग सा हरि ओम हरि ओम दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
हे दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
कृपा करो शिव हे त्रिपुरारी
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 दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी
नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी
नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी
नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी
जय मंगलकारी जय
मंगलकारी
जय मंगलकारी जय
मंगलकारी
नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी
नाम मधुर शुभ मंगलकारी
अलक निरंजन त्रिशूलधारी
अलक निरंजन त्रिशूलधारी
दया करो कृपा करो रक्षा करो बोला बंदारी
दया करो कृपा करो रक्षा करो भोला बंदारी
दया करो कृपा करो रक्षा करो बोला बंदारी दया
करो कृपा करो रक्षा करो भोला बंदारी
दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
दया करो शिव गंगा
दया
अभी लोग तालियां everyone clap your hands please दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
दया करो शिव गंगा धारी
कृपा करो शिव हे त्रिपुरारी
कृपा करो शिव हे त्रिपुरारी
कृपा करो शिव हे त्रिपुरारी,
कृपा करो शिव हे त्रिपुरारी,
हे दया करो शिव गंगाधारी,
दया करो शिव गंगाधारी,
हे दया करो शिव गंगाधारी,
दया करो शिव गंगाधारी।
आधारी। उमापति महादेव की जय। We focus our minds upon the divine Lord Krishna. वांछा कल्पतरु कृपा सिंधु एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। हरिर्नाम हरिर्नाम हरिर्नामैव केवलम् कलो नास्त्येव 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 गतिरन्यथा। श्रीकृष्णाय
वासुदेवाय
गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। प्रेम से श्री कृष्ण चंद्र भगवान की जय।
As we will focus our minds upon the divine Lord Krishna, we will have one bhajan dedicated to Bhagavan Krishna. संक्षेप में, संक्षेप।
हो तेरा किसने किया सिंगार सांबरे, तेरा किसने किया सिंगार सांबरे, तेरा किसने किया सिंगार सांबरे, तेरा किसने किया सिंगार सांबरे। लगे दुल्हा सा दिलदार सांबरे, लगे दुल्हा सा दिलदार सांबरे, तेरा किसने किया सिंगार 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 सांबरे। मस्तक पे मिलया गिरि चंदन केसर तिलक लगायो, मस्तक पे मिलया गिरि चंदन केसर तिलक लगायो। मोर मुकुट कानों में कुंडल इत्र खूब बरसायो, मोर मुकुट कानों में कुंडल इत्र खूब बरसायो। यूं महकता रहे दरबार सांबरे, यूं महकता रहे दरबार सांबरे, तेरा किसने किया सिंगार सांबरे, तेरा किसने किया सिंगार सांबरे। लगे दुल्हा सा दिलदार सांबरे लगे, दुल्हा सा दिलदार सांबरे, तेरा किसने किया सिंगार सांवरे, ओ तेरा किसने किया सिंगार सांवरे।
कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। Every day in our lives, we hear about stories about those who do so much for their country, for their people, for the betterment of society. And I'm sure in our minds, we also ask the question, what are we doing or what can we do? It is only natural that we ask that question. If we are human and we care, we will ask, how can we? If someone wants to say to you, you're not in the military, you're not in the government, you're not being employed by the government in any way, how do you serve your country? What would be your answer? Anybody. So you're not in the military, you're not in the government, you're not employed by the government, how do you serve your country? Anybody. How do you serve your country? Anybody? Yes? To pray for the betterment of the country. Give him a big hand. That's an idea. From the young people here, how do you serve your country? Obviously, you're not in the military, you're not even working. How do you serve your country? Let's try the grown-ups then. Those with the young children. How do you serve your country? Yes. Help the community. Give her a big hand, please. Natarajan, you had something? So do things that will help the community. Give them a big hand, please. Anybody else? How do you help your country? How do you, yes? By serving the people of the country. Give them a big hand, people. Anybody else? How do you serve your country?
Become an activist for just causes.
Become an activist for just causes. Give her a big hand. Okay, how do you serve your country? Anybody else? Be a responsible citizen of the country. Getting there, give him a big hand. Be a responsible citizen for a country. What does it mean to be a responsible citizen? Give him a big hand, please. Obey the laws. So, you serve your country. By the way, nobody mentioned, say, you have to pay taxes, you know. See that it say that? Pay your taxes. Come on, pay your taxes. That's the big... Because if you don't pay your taxes, the government cannot have the revenue to do what it has to do to maintain the country. So, you serve your country by paying your... But that's the monetary payment. But the greatest service to one's country is to adhere to the laws of the country. If you do not adhere to the laws of the country, then the country will fall apart. But by adhering to the laws of the country stands tall. And you are the one who makes it stand tall. In societies, wherever there's a total disregard for the law, chaos comes into play, and then the society comes into decay itself. So respecting the laws of the country is one and definite way of serving the country. And then all the other things that was talked about comes from respecting the laws of the country. We want to serve the community. We want to do that which will bring betterment for the community. We want to, and all of those other things come first when we respect the laws of the country. Today, our subject, as I mentioned last week, we start on a new journey of Pravachan. It's called Dharma Seva. What does the word Seva mean to you? Anyone? Service. And Dharma is our? So then service to our religion. Dharma Seva. So, how do you serve your religion, by the way? Anybody? Come on, don't be so shy, everybody. You always have an opinion. Some of you can talk and you can't stop, but yet when I ask you a question, you have no opinion. Yes? By following the rules. Give him a big hand. You're not sure. Give him a real big hand. You serve your dharma by following the rules of the dharma. How else do you serve your dharma? Yes. By helping others understand. Give them a big hand. Yes.
By respecting it.
Speak to the phone.
By respecting it.
By respecting your dharma. Give her a big hand. Following the rules, helping others to understand, and by respecting it. Excellent, excellent. Give them all a big hand, please. How else do you serve the dharma? By following the dharma. Give her a big hand, please. Very important thing. I'm looking for something here. Give him a big hand. You must be proud of your dharma. One more. That is, live the dharma. Be a good example of dharma. Give him a big hand, please. Okay. Today, our subject is, what can we do for dharma? Let's see how well we're all thinking. What can we do for dharma? We need to understand dharma. Give Andrew a big hand, please. We need to share the knowledge of our dharma. Give them a big hand again, please. By the way, we didn't talk about this. Okay. Protect the dharma. We must protect this dharma. And then we must practice this dharma. So, we need to do 4 things. What can we do for dharma? We must first understand it. We cannot do anything if we don't understand it. And you know, some people believe changing religion is the best way to practice dharma. I don't understand this one, let me go find another one. No. Understand what you have before you make choices. Because you cannot make a wise choice if you don't understand what you're choosing between. You must have both of them, measure them up and says, the pros and cons, and says, I choose this way. But if you say you choose one over the other because you don't understand the other, that is not a wise choice. That is a choice based upon ignorance. Secondly, share the knowledge of the dharma. Share the knowledge of the dharma meaning let others know that you know your dharma. Not by proselytization, meaning going out and trying to convert everybody to your dharma. No. But let them know that what the values are within your dharma. Then protect the dharma. How do you protect the dharma? Do you stand with a gun at the doorway of dharma and say, I'm protecting it? No. How do you protect dharma? Anybody? Follow the rules and regulations of dharma. Give Natarajan a big hand, please. Dharma Rakshak. I mean, if I want Natarajan to answer all the questions, him and I can sit down here and do this. I want you to answer the questions. Right? He knows these answers. I'm asking you because we, the ordinary people, not all of us are knowledgeable like Natarajan. I want us to open our minds and to seek out the answers and try to become familiar with them. Because you know these answers, but you're afraid to declare them. We must stop being afraid to declare what we know. Some of us only declare things when we are high on spirits. At that time, we make all kinds of declarations. I want you to get spiritual today and declare high on spirits, the divine spirits. How do we practice the dharma? Well, these are some of the things we will talk about over the next few weekends when we get there on Sunday mornings. Let's talk about how do we understand the dharma? What do you need to do to understand dharma? Anybody? What do you need to do to understand dharma?
Read the scriptures.
Kaun bolo? Who said that?
Read.
Who said read the scriptures? Speak up. Put your hands up if you said it, please. Put your hands up. Say it. What did you say?
Read the scriptures.
Read the scriptures. Give it a big hand, please. Somebody else said something over there? How do you understand dharma? What do you do to understand dharma? You read the scriptures, one thing. What else? Ask questions. Give her a big hand. What else do you do to understand your dharma? Yes. Meditate. Okay, give him a big hand. Ravi, what else do you do to understand your dharma? Practice what you know. Give him a big hand. I'm picking on the young people, so be ready, okay? Gauri, what do you do to understand your dharma?
Go to mandir.
Go to mandir. Give her a big hand, please. Kamini, what do you do to understand your dharma?
Make an effort.
Make an effort. Give her a big hand, please. Jaideep, what do you do to understand your dharma? Seek to understand what you don't understand. Give her a big hand, please. So, seek advice from the learned. Very good, Jaideep. Ask questions. But seek advice from the learned. Meaning, seek advice from people who knows what you're going to ask them. You can't stop a guy on the street and ask him, by the way, I have this thing in my eyes. Do you know which medication I can use? He's not the person to ask. So you have to choose the person, the right place, and the right time. Seek advice from the learned. Keep the company of the wise. Nobody talked about the right company, but Kamini says, come to Mandir, and or no, Gauri said, come to Mandir, and Kamini says, so the idea is getting together where you can learn about this dharma. That is called, what is that called? Sat Sang. Study the scriptures. Now, this is a very, very important thing for Hindus. As Hindus, as a people, we actually are very low on this one. We very rarely read our scriptures. The Hindus expect their priests to read the scriptures and the Swamis to read the scriptures. They don't believe that they, the ordinary people, should read the scriptures. So as such, we don't practice reading the scriptures. If I was to ask this morning, how many of you read your scriptures this week, anytime, I think it would be very disappointing, so I will not ask the question. But I will tell you that it is so bad that other people of other faiths are looking upon us and saying that's one of our weaknesses. Because we don't read, we will never know, and they can tell us anything, or we have to accept it. So if you don't investigate, you will never know, and when you don't know anything anybody else tell you, you have to agree with, or you just shut up because you don't know any better. Now, if I would say that every family was to take the time to read one scripture every day, 5 minutes, the next question is, Panditji, which one should I read? They have so many of them. And then the next thing they'll say, Pandit, they're all written in Sanskrit and Hindi, I can't read that. So they give me two good excuses, right? Too many which one to read, and their language. All right, I'm going to answer that question for you right now. Read the Bhagavad Gita, find one that's in English. Answer? No problem, right? And by the way, the Bhagavad Gita comes in many forms. I have a sizable one here. Some of them are much smaller than this. Some of them are very little size, maybe even today. Oh yeah, dekho. Bhagavad Gita nicely wrapped. Okay. This one is in total English. So pick your size. Pick the letter print. And if you don't like English, you can always get it in German or Gujarati or Swahili. It's in every language practical. So no excuses. Now the next question. Panditji, I don't understand it. It's all about a war. I understand. That's why you need to sit with somebody once you read it and ask some questions. So, study the scriptures, keep the right company, and seek the advice. And that's how you learn. And mothers and fathers, don't tell your children, you go to Mandir and you learn. They should say to you, do you know it? I don't have to know it. That's not an answer. Parents must learn it first. And then just like how parents sit with their children when they're little and they read them nursery rhymes, and they read them stories about, the goose and the golden egg. Anybody reads that story anymore? Do they read that? What do they teach them these days? Pac-Man and Superman and Spider-Man and Whack-Man and so on. Right? They don't read those kinds of stories anymore, right? Yes, which one do you read, Krish? Simple Man. They read Simple Man. Okay, good. Okay. And they have the toolkit man and everything like that. But let's talk about Hanuman instead and read the Bhagavad Gita. So, by the way, do you know how much this book costs? You can pick them up in our bookstore for less than $5. Wow. What a cheap investment for a lifelong. Now, some people say, Panditji, I have one, How many of you have one? Put your hands up, please. No, nobody's going to put your hands high up in the air. Come on. Make the other people shame. They don't have one. Okay. Thank you. Now, watch this. Now, how many of you read it? Put your hands up, please. Huh? Let me, Very good. I'm so proud. Take a big round of applause. I'm not going to try to embarrass you by asking you when was the last time you read it. So, but you did read it, okay? So the idea of reading our scriptures and studying our scriptures is very important because our scriptures are the foundation for our way of life. What we call dharma. Note I did not use the word religion. I stayed away from the word religion because Hinduism is not a religion. It's a way of life. Everything we do is part of our quote-unquote religion. I will give you this scenario. If you envision maybe 5,000 years ago or 10,000 years ago, people from the West went to India. And when they arrived there, after meeting the people and discussing with them, one of the questions they asked them, what is your religion? And the people says, we don't have one. And they said, come on, you can't be living without a religion. And they said, no, we don't have one. And then they stayed overnight. In the morning when they got up, they saw the natives praying to the sun. And they said, oh, you do have a religion. They said, no, we don't have one. But you're praying to the sun. Yes, we do. That's our God. You don't have a religion, but you pray to God? Yeah, okay. And then they saw them bowing to the water and taking water and praying. You're praying to the water too? Yeah, that's our God. So you have many gods? Yes, we do. All the trees are God, the rock is a God. So many gods you have? Lots of gods. No religion. You have lots of God. How confusing. So they spent a couple of days with these people, and everything they're doing, it's a God, it's a God. And then finally they says, come on. If you have all of these gods, how come you don't have a religion? What's this? They said, this is the way we live. Everything is God. And that's Hinduism. That's such a Sanatana Dharma. Everything is a way of our life. And everything is a God. Now we come to this problem whereby we are told that we have 3,264,195, I don't know if I got the number right, gods. That's a lot of malarkey. We don't have 3,265,194,000 gods. God is infinite. And that number is intended to represent infinity. God is boundless and infinite. So the number 3,005,000, like you go to a show and they says, how many people are there? Oh my God, millions. Well, is it 1,000,001, 1,000,002? We just use that as an expression to express infinite numbers. So in Hinduism, we don't have a number of gods. God is infinite. These are some important facts for us to take in our back pocket when we walk the streets of life and having to confront anyone who talks about our dharma. So, now, seek advice from the learned must be a time and a place. There must be a place and a time.
Guru Pada Pankaj Seva Tisri Bhakti Aman O Rama Tisri Bhakti Aman Guru Pada Pankaj Seva Tisri Bhakti Aman O Rama Tisri Bhakti Aman Chauthi Bhagiti Mama Gunagana Kare Kapat Tadi Jaan Siyavar Ramchandra Ki Jai Sharanam.
Seek advice from the learned. Guru Pada Pankaj Seva. Have reverence to those who give the knowledge. And the first people who gives us knowledge is Kaun? Mata or Pita, our parents. So they are the first learned people we must seek advice from. Today, once we reach 12 years old, we don't ask our parents anything because they don't know anything, right? We know everything. And even if they venture some advice, it's not good enough because they never understand. By the way, I'm not talking about the young people here today. It's the ones outside I'm talking about. The ones here, they don't say that. As such, to seek advice, even the most learned individual must always seek advice. That's how they remain learned, because they're always seeking advice. But when we stop seeking advice, that's when we become dull-witted, dim-witted, and ignorant. Now, you cannot get any lower than getting dull-witted, dim-witted, and ignorant, because we know everything. As such, never believe that you know. Always believe there is so much more to know. And keep in the company of the wise. What do? Do we call up Aristotle, Plato, Sant Goswami Tulsidas, Valmiki ji, and says, I want to keep your company? Or do we call all the professors of the university and say, I want to keep the company? What is meant by the company of the wise? Andrew. Can somebody give him a microphone, please? This is good. Come up here. Say it loudly, please. Hold the microphone up good.
The friends that you keep, and they have to be someone who adds to your personality and also contributes to what you believe in.
Supposing you believe in bad things.
Well, then you're going to have bad friends.
But then, so then let's talk about that. So then you want them to support your belief. So support your positive beliefs.
That's also true.
So go ahead, say that. You want them to support your positive beliefs, and your negative beliefs, you want them to discourage you from it. That is, if you're doing bad things, they will tell you not to do it. If you do good things, so that's the kind of companies you want. That's called the company of the wise. If you get the company that's only saying, yeah, man, let's do it, regardless if you're doing wrong things, then that's the company of the unwise. Give me a big hand, please. Thank you. So some of us like to have company that always agrees with us. If they don't agree with us, we don't want to keep your company. You don't agree with me. It's important to keep company who disagree with you. As a matter of fact, I love mostly some of the people who disagree with me and who criticize me the most. They don't know I love them, but I do. Because in their criticism of me, I become a better person. So, they in criticizing me stay far away from me because they think they're doing me something wrong by criticizing me, or their intent is being wrong. But it's good to live in a world of critics. It's good to have criticism. No man is perfect. No one knows everything, and no one can do the best. It is good to have criticism, but we need to have to know how to filter criticism so that it does not burden our lives, it doesn't burn our heart, it doesn't offend us, and still keep us going on and on. Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki. So, seek advice and keep the company of the wise, and then study the scriptures. Share the knowledge of Dharma. We will save this for next week. I invite all of you to join us next week at the same time, same place, as we'll continue the saga of Dharma Seva. What is the word? Everybody say it?
Dharma Seva.
Dharma Seva. Back up, please. Don't take my slides off here, please. I want to go for a review. Can you get rid of this, whatever it's got there? That little thing magic there? Good, okay. Okay, back up. So, our subject today was, how can we serve? What can we do for Dharma? First, we need to understand Dharma. Then we need to share the knowledge of the Dharma. We need to protect Dharma and practice Dharma. I need everybody to remember that. Especially the young people. Let's say it all together. Read from the top. Young people, read. 1, 2, 3, read.
Understand Dharma, share the knowledge of Dharma, protect Dharma, and practice Dharma.
Loudly, one more time. Understand Dharma, go.
Share the knowledge of Dharma, protect Dharma, practice Dharma Seva.
Very good. Give them a big hand, please. And believe in Dharma, of course. Practicing, believing. Prem Suchi Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki jai. He Govinda, He Gopala, He Madhava Madhusudana, He Govinda,
Hey Gopala, Hey Madhava Madhusudana,
He Govinda, He Gopala, He Madhava Madhusudana, He Govinda, He Gopala, He Madhava Madhusudana. आओ आओ प्रभु आओ 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 प्रभु आओ आओ आओ
आकर में दर्श दिखाओ, मुझे आकर में दर्श दिखाओ। हे गोविंदा हे गोपाला हे माधव मधुसूदना, बोलो हे गोविंदा हे गोपाला हे माधव मधुसूदना। कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय। As we are coming closer to the end of the financial year in the Western calendar, and as our children are coming to the year of school, end of school, some of them in university will be finishing up this week, and so on. Those in regular school, when are you finishing?
18th.
18th. We can't wait for the 18th. Oh my God, when is that? When is that?
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks' time. And then after that, from till 18th until when do you go back to school?
6th.
So 18th, and then 28th, and then how many? So you got 12 days on this month, and then 6 days. So that's 12 and 6, 18 days. What are you going to do with all of this time?
Sleep.
Sleep. Give her a big hand, she's honest. Well, try not to sleep too much, because too much of sleep is not good. Try to get only 7 hours a day and eat 3 square meals, not wrong meals, okay? Square meals. And in that 18 days, while you're sleeping, so that's 3 weeks, right? 3 weeks. While you're sleeping 8 hours a day, the other 16, find 2 hours to read the scriptures. Only 2 hours. 1, half, 15 minutes, 5 minutes. You see what I mean? All this time. But no one has planned to read the scriptures during that 18 days. Our young people, they'll be busy going to the mall, on the internet, going to the mall. That's all they're going to do for 18 years. And then torment their parents about spending money, buying this and buying that. So this year, don't torment your parents, don't go to the mall, and don't stay on the internet. Read your scriptures. They're going home and tell their parents, that Pandit is nuts. We're not going back there anymore. Okay. Well, I hope everyone planned properly. The weather is changing. We're moving into cold temperatures. Our seniors, please make sure they dress warm. And our grown-up and our young people, please don't be too smart to dress very flimsy when you go outside. You'll get sick also. Cover your head. Don't worry about the hairstyle. Look about the health style. That's important more than the hairstyle. And don't let this season become a season for overeating and oversleeping and overindulging. Let it become a season for reflection and for the ability to do better and to be better at what you did last year. And the best way to make a change is to make a mental change, not a physical change. That is, change your mind, that you will sleep less, that you will eat less, that you will work more, that you will read more, that you will study more. That is the change you have to make, a mental change. And then the physical change follows. Many of us make physical change, but no mental change. We keep thinking the same way and expect the world to be the same. The world is with the way we think and the way we eat. That is what the world is. What we eat is what we are, and what we think is what we are, and that is what our world becomes. Prem Sochi Krishna Chandra Bhagavan ki. Speaking of eating, today we have the pleasure of enjoying Swadhisht Bhojan prepared by the members of our cricket team. Give them a big hand, folks.